Why is it that so much wisdom comes from the eastern part of the world?
Something has to come from somewhere.
Ravi Shankar from northern India teaches practical methods of gaining inner peace. He has initiated a project that aims to increase the equality in Indian marriages. Indian women are encouraged to become economically independent by establishing their own businesses. He also helps to educate poor orphaned children in India. But why aren't we always in harmony with ourselves?
See, neither at home nor in school have we ever been taught how to handle our negative feelings. But feelings, you cannot directly deal with them. The more you don't want to feel, the more you will feel it. The more you want to forget something, the more it comes to your mind. The more you don't want to remember something, the more it comes, right? Now, in such situations, mind can be attended to through breath. Emotions can be attended through breath. I usually give an example. If mind is the kite, breath is the thread. The longer the thread, the higher it flies. The only culprit in the world is stress.
And we tend to increase the stress instead of releasing it.
See, any pious person, if you make him stressed or get low energy, they'll get agitated. And stress comes because of lack of energy. And we have 4 sources of energy, mainly we can categorize. One way of seeing it, 4 sources. One is food, proper food. That can help. Second is sleep, good rest.
Important.
Important. See, any calm person, if you don't let him sleep for 4 days, you will find him violent, agitated at least. Sleep is an important source of energy. The third most neglected and more vital source of energy is breath.
Must be terrible if you live in an area where the air is very polluted. Then.
Not only the air, we don't breathe enough or properly. See, 90% of the impurity in the system goes out through the breath. We are using only 30% of our lung capacity.
And we can increase that.
Yeah, if we do some deep breathing or some breathing techniques a few minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, it can heal you of many mental and physical illnesses. We have found this, around the world.
I think the Romans said that you should start every morning with 12 deep breaths or something in order to capture all the energy you need.
Yeah. See, breath is the link between body and mind. Because every rhythm of the mind has a corresponding rhythm in the breath. But mind, when you cannot directly handle it, through breath you can handle it. It's easier.
If you want to affect your mood, you can go through the breathing.
Through the breath, it's easier.
And if you give an example, if you are upset, of course, you breathe very, very with short breaths, and you're very upset. How can you very concretely think then in order to alter the mood?
One of the technique, which is inbuilt in us, that I can tell you is, see, when you get angry, what happens? You come up with a sound, right? When you're so much frustrated, the sound comes. That sound releases you of some blocks from within. This is an inbuilt system, but we are not aware of it. If you consciously do it, when you are angry, just take a handkerchief, something. You do it like that. If someone is angry with their boss, they just do it like that. They don't need to express all that anger like that. But the mind becomes more calm and aware.
So it's a way of releasing it instead of needing to acting it out.
Yeah. Release the anger through breath in such a mild fashion that it doesn't destroy any situation around you. Then you become more aware of it. Oh, anger is coming, and you watch it, observe it, and then it just dissolves.
As you're breathing?
Yeah.
Because we breathe probably fairly superficially nowadays most of the time. And you mean, do we not then use our full energy?
We don't use, and also the rhythm of our breath is different. If you observe a child, a healthy child, the way child breathes and the way adult breathes is much different. Because our stress level can be measured by the rhythm of our breath.
So that's the third source of energy.
And the fourth source of energy is a positive or serene state of mind.
And how do we achieve that?
Yeah, see, you might have noticed if you feel negative or rough, 1 hour of negative thinking, you feel so exhausted. The reverse is true. If the mind is calm, serene, even for a few moments, if you meditate even for a few minutes, that gives so much more energy.
And how do you meditate? How can you do that if you have?
There are many techniques. You can adopt any one of the techniques and go ahead.
What is most important then that this technique includes?
Effortlessness. See, children by nature are friendly. If they are unfriendly, it is because of stress. So we need to look into the problem and see how we can release the stress of the child. Insecurity, stress can be released by giving a loving atmosphere and giving them simple exercises to do.
Like what? What kind of exercises would be nice?
Some like active playing and helping others and allowing them to contribute in others' children's life and then feel proud about it. And usually I suggest to children to make 1 new friend a day.
1 new friend a day, why?
See, a child grows up with about 30, 40 kids in the classroom. And they spend 4, 5, 6, 7 years with those 30 kids. And still they are not friendly with all the 30 children.
How come?
That's what we wonder, because we have not educated them on the human values. We stuff them with a lot of information. We give them knowledge about all the things around them, but we have not given enough emphasis on human values. And that's why, when they grow older, when they come out of the school, they don't know to be friendly with people.
And how can you teach somebody to be friendly?
It is possible because it's in one's nature. It's not something that you have to bring from outside. You only need a proper environment and certain modes and ways to attend to this problem.
And would this be presented in fairy tales or tales or stories, for instance? Would that be a way of educating children?
That is possible. You can do that, but more could be personal interaction of the teachers in the school with the children and create a sense of belongingness among themselves. If they each can make 1 new friend every day, they know how to be friendly. Because when they come out of the school, they have to live with millions of people in the world. And they would know how to relate themselves without inhibitions. It's the inhibition that blocks their beautiful quality, nature that they are. Our main problem is with the ego, the identification, We think we are somebody. Say, I am a Hindu, or I am a Muslim, I am a Christian, or I am Jewish, or I am Buddhist. I take on one identity, and to protect this somebodiness, I put my whole life. I don't even mind losing my life, but I want to protect this identity, I am somebody. Do you see that? Now this awareness had to be created. The moment I take I am somebody, all others who are not that somebody no more belongs to me. I am not interested in them. I don't feel a belongingness to them.
And how can we feel this unity? What is needed to feel that?
You see, first and foremost, we have to look into our identity crisis. We are part of one universal intelligence. We are part of the divine spirit. The first identity. Second identity that we share to emphasis on, we are human beings. And the third could be, I am a man or a woman, male or female. And the fourth identity could be, I belong to this nation or that nation. And a fifth place could be given to religion. I am a Hindu, Muslim, Jewish or Christian, whatever. Now the order of identification, when it reverses, that's when war starts. Confusion starts, chaos starts. But if people can identify themselves first and foremost with divine intelligence and then human beings, then they'll prefer peace for quarrel, fights.
Well, why do you think we have this strong urge to belong to and to limit us and to identify us? It's the ego, I presume, that's there. But why is it so strong, such a struggle in us?
See, the question why always comes or associated with suffering. When there is suffering, we ask, why am I suffering? Right? And that is how it is. No one ever asks why I am so happy.
Dit was dus Sri Ravi Shankar. Hij is in Nederland. Op 8 januari is hij in het Tropen Instituut. Dat begint om 8 uur. Toegangsprijs is 25 gulden. Maar hij is daarvoor op donderdag in Maastricht. En op zaterdag 9 januari in Rotterdam.